So one thing that I see a lot of people expressing concerns about online is food.
Yeah.
We're in a crisis. We don't know where it's going, and people are concerned because they have children that have very particular eating habits. And I have the same concerns because you are one of those people. I was wondering if you had any practical advice for them or words of wisdom regarding this particular issue.
Um, well, I mean, this would like depend on the person, the individual's level of functionality and their age, obviously. Um, I had a lot of food fights in my family. It was not an I know when I was like a toddler, not and I'm not saying I remember, but apparently I was force fed because all I would eat was bread and crackers. Um, and used to hide food around the dining room table, if my parents weren't if my mom and stepdad weren't eating with me. And so it was not basically throughout most of my life, it was not unusual for me to get stuck at the dinner table till 1 or 2 in the morning. I think the latest was 4 or 5. I know there's a few times I fell asleep, well, more than a few, but so food has always been a big point of contention. I started on my own at when I was 7. I started cooking. The first thing I made for myself was mac and cheese. I don't like milk. Plus, well, I'm lactose intolerant. I love cheese when it's prepared the right way. But anyways, I started cooking for myself, and yeah, that has helped. So I guess what my first suggestion would be is involve them in the cooking process. Let them help plan their meals if they're capable, and even if it's unhealthy. Quite frankly, it's better than starving, right? And then I have the other thing is nature will take over. It always does. Except in like severe, like profound levels of dysfunction. No, when you get, I am one of the most picky eaters. One of my babysitters tried to, when I was, I think I was 4 when this happened, tried to force feed me tuna, a tuna melt. God, that makes me nauseous. And I had projectile vomit, and that's what would happen. And I'd get yelled at, because I'd start to gag and make this noise, and oh, you're faking it. And I wasn't. I was literally trying not to throw up. Anyways, my point is though, when you get hungry enough, we're all animals. You got to eat, and there may be nothing you can do. If it has to go there, that's where it has to go. It's not a situation you have control over. You can't trick them. If you try to force feed them, they'll feel like they're being raped. And honestly, if you fight them too much on it, you're just going to end up with an emotionally damaged individual who wasted a lot of time sitting at the table till 3 or 4 in the morning.